Okay, here we go again. It is time to just sit back, relax, and talk about addictions. I touched base on these yesterday and was asked to give a little bit more. Okay, every day we go through a phase in our lives where we look into drug addiction, alcohol abuse. First off, what all can it affect? Well, like I touched base on, it can cause your family to just say goodbye. And the few friends that you have left, I guarantee you, are users and alcoholics. And the only reason they're around you is because, well, you use with them, you get drunk with them. You got your family members. They try their best to stay with you. They try their best to work with you, but at the end of the day, they just give up. I mean, when you got your family that's just going to look at you and say, well, how am I going to react to my family just wanting to walk out on me? How do I react when the drugs, the alcohol, and everything is taking over my life? Well, how do you react to it? You can get clean, you can go to rehabilitation, possibly get your family back, possibly get your friends back, or B, you can turn around and say, well, my family and my friends are nothing to me anymore because I'd rather have my addictions. Well, when you have your addictions and your family is the one that takes the biggest hit, it's your family that's going to get hurt the worst out of the deal because they the ones that loved you. It's not them people out there that are getting high with you, that is getting drunk with you, that is pulling you away from your family. The addictions doesn't get you anywhere in life. You can get drunk, you can get high. Yeah, it's fun, but what happens when the family says, I've had enough? I'm walking out the door. Is that addiction worth giving up your family? Is it worth giving up the people who really do love you and not the people that are just there saying, man, you my bro, you my sister, let's go get high, let's go get drunk? Seriously, let's go get high, let's go get drunk. Like, what is that going to accomplish? The people that truly are there for you, your family, they just click, 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 out the door they went. You ain't got them no more. They can't trust you because of the fact that you done went too far. Now then, with that being said, there is hope out there for the people that are actually watching the video or is going to watch the video later and says, wait, I've been there. I'm there now. Or I got a family member that's there right now. What do I do? Well, there's a couple of options. One, you can try getting across to them, mention rehab, mention the fact of cleaning up. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Bring up things that they care about or they cared about back in the day. Like, say, for instance, they have children. To say, was it worth losing your children to get high? Was it worth having your family walk out of your life? Yeah, that sounds cold-hearted, but sometimes it takes a slap in the face to get reality through. Sometimes you just have to push that door open. Is it worth it? If that person gets cleaned up, if they come back home, if they join their family, if they become part of their family's life again, yes, it's worth it. But reality check, it's not that easy. I wish it was, but it's not. You can mention rehab. Rehab is a good option. But you got people that are beyond that stage. Is there hope for them? Yes. There is always hope out there. I wish there was an easy path to it. I mean, you got people that are major alcoholics that been married for multiple years, and the alcohols cost them their relationships, cost them their marriages because they just got violent. They beat the crap out of each other on a regular basis. And oddly enough, it's not the alcohol that's actually causing it. It's the fact that tempers rise due to the alcohol. So it's kind of a scale pattern. You give up on the drinking, you kind of move up. If you say, for instance, you want to drink a lot, you might get somewhere. Got some viewers here. Hello, y'all. So how do you fix a mistake? You can't really fix a mistake, but what you can do is you can actually work your way towards a better life for you and your family. I mean, domestic abuse with alcoholism involved is very bad, and it can really cause a lot of effects in the life. Drug addictions, they cause a lot of pain, they cause a lot of grief, they cause destruction. And that's the sad part of life, honestly, is it just gets bad and it gets worse. And this being the holiday season, people are already stressed out to the point of no return. Oh, Christmas is right around the corner. How am I going to afford to support my family during the holidays? I think I'm just going to go buy me a 12-pack of beer and I'm just going to drink it away. Or I'm going to buy a case of this, a fifth of that. But I don't know how I'm going to feed my family. Well, I've got a little pointer for you. If you can afford to buy a fifth of whiskey, a 12-pack, or a case of beer, you can afford to pay food for your family. Instead for spending that money on alcohol, spend it on food. Have a Merry Christmas without having a jolly argument with your spouse because you've had too much to drink. The kids that you have, they see this. They learn from you. Keep that in mind when you get drunk and you start beating each other up in front of your kids. It's not the way to go. Okay, so you got drug addictions, you got alcohol addictions. Hello, viewer. Take a moment and just say hello to me in the chat screen so I know who y'all are. But like I said, it's just a big thing. Thank you, Tim. You have to work together in order to have a holiday worthwhile. But I'm not just going to pinpoint Christmas. I'm not just going to pinpoint New Year's. Even though New Year's people like to go out and get totally intoxicated, and the next thing you know, there's a big violence. And we just keep going with it and going with it and going with it to the point that it's going to be dangerous. Hello, second viewer. Please take a moment to say hi. Yeah, but I mean, drug addictions and alcohol addictions are very bad in the first place. And I just pinpointed one of the major things. Holiday season, your family wants to be with their family, but they don't want to be around you in general because of the addictions. And the addictions is what is going to cause the major effect. I'm going to take a moment and actually see if there's any. I've got two viewers here. I'm going to see if either one of them has any questions. So let's take a moment here. See, Tanya and Howard. How y'all doing? Welcome. This is a very sour topic a lot of people are scared of, but at the same time, it's a topic that makes sense. I mean, you've got drugs and alcohol that's literally taking families from each other, and it is very painful. Hello, Michaela. How are you doing? So, just looking at the different addictions. And hi, Lisa and David. What I'm discussing right now is addictions and how they affect the families. In general, alcoholism, drugs, and if y'all saw my pre-video a few days ago, it might have been yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'm doing good, David and Lisa. Thank you for asking. How about yourselves? Is David doing any better? Okay, we're at the 11-minute mark here. If y'all have any questions about the discussion, I'm bringing up drug and alcohol addiction. Probably sick. Alcohol addiction is so bad. Never drink if anyone is pregnant. Yeah, I agree with you, Michaela. But I also say that just from experiences on their own, I was in a major accident, as you are aware of, because of a drunk driver hitting me head on. Almost ended my life. So I kind of have a thing against alcoholism in general because of that happening. But I'm not going to bring into that league because I covered that in the last video. But what I am going to say, tell David he's still in my prayers, Lisa. Yeah, so am I, Michaela. I am definitely happy I survived that crash. I'm saying that from my standpoint here. I like being alive a little bit longer. But as I was saying, the family in general is the ones that take the hardest hit when a person chooses alcohol and drug addictions over anything else. And yes, Tim, I agree. Very true. Why affect your family with an alcohol addiction, a drug addiction? Nobody can ever really respond to that, and nobody can actually give a proper answer. And I hope y'all like the background. I'm listening to K-Love, which is a very legitimate Christian music station. I am, of course, very, very much in a religious state as well. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here today. I would be in the ground. But yeah, under all circumstances, whenever you go into an addiction situation, it can never be the same. No two people are ever going to be the same. Once you lose that trust in your family, it takes forever to get that trust back. And that's if you can get that trust back. You know, they have all of these lives matters, from Black Lives Matters to Indian Life Matters to Muslim Life Matters. Well, sober life matters too. Family lives matter. I'm not going to say that it's a bad thing that there are so many organizations out there, but in the long term, every life matters. Family matters. True friends matters. Love matters. Things that don't matter is whether Budweiser or Anheuser-Busch makes another sell. True there. It doesn't matter that the drug dealers out there make another sell. I could care less if they do, to be honest with you. I could care less if the liquor stores sells another drink. I could care less if people quit drinking and all found themselves in a better spot in life. Deadbeat parents actually going out and getting jobs to support their families instead for relying on somebody else to pay for their addictions. Okay. I mean, look at what all the drug addictions, alcohol actually does. Let's just go with that point. Where does the drugs and alcohol lead you? They make deadbeats. And what's more important, having a drug addiction, an alcohol addiction, and there's other addictions out there. You got sex addicts, and those are the ones that's going out making babies that they can't support. And a lot of times they coincide with one another. So, at the end of the day, it just comes down to where you want to be in life and where you want to stand in life. Okay, I don't see any questions going on over here. True about that. I think the only question I've got so far is, hello, how are you? So, I mean, if we ain't got no questions or any responses that goes along, maybe a question about standpoints, where do I stand on certain things? If not, I'm going to close this video off. We're at the 17-minute mark now. I will be doing another live stream probably tomorrow. I got another viewer, just keeps popping in and out. So anyhow, I'm about to close off this video for now. I do appreciate those who showed up. This will be posted on both groups and on my main Facebook page. Anyways, God bless, and I will talk to y'all again soon.